Hello viewers, this is constructionwizardtv. Today we are coming to you with another exciting video, educative video that will help you put up your project. What are we talking about today? Today we are looking at how to supervise your project when you are in the diaspora. So those of us who have traveled and they are not in their home country, in this video we are coming to outline the possible ways you can put in place or the strategies you can put in place to be able to execute your project without having any challenges, without having any difficulties. This modern day, there are several ways you can put in place. Oftentimes or previously, past years, we were depending on friends, we were depending on relatives to put up project, and at the end of it, a lot of people were disappointed at the outcome of the project. People get home, they realize that not what they requested was put up or was built for them. And so nowadays, the technology is at hands, and so you don't need to worry irrespective of your location. If you follow this video, if you watch everything we say or we'll talk about in this video, you'll be able to supervise or monitor your project irrespective of your location. And so viewers, stay tuned as we come again with an exciting and educative videos. It will help you put up your project. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. So first thing I want to talk about is for you to hire a trustworthy project manager. So oftentimes we make a lot of mistakes by hiring ordinary people to be able to take care of our project for us. You hire a person, you don't even know his background, you don't know what he studied, you don't know his track record, or you don't know his portfolio, or you don't know the things he has done before in regards to construction. I think you got to stop that. The first thing for you to do is to hire a trustworthy project manager, someone who will be able to tell you that I am doing A and indeed the person is doing A. You don't depend on friends, you don't depend on relatives. That are gone are the days. Now there are a lot of trustworthy, there are a lot of credible project managers outside there, and so if you entrust your project in his or her hands, she'll be able to deliver and do a good job for you. So the first thing you look at is hiring a trustworthy project manager. Project managers come in several ways. Friends can recommend a project manager for you, relative can recommend some for you, but then you make sure that you get the one you trust. You let the person submit his CV or his credentials or his portfolio for you to be able to convince that no, it is because of the things you've done in the past. If I hand over my project to you, you'll be able to do it. It's one of the key things you got to do. In the same vein, you can do a background check of that project manager. It's very necessary. You do a background check of that project manager you want to hire so that you are sure of the person you want to work with or you are dealing with. The second point we'll look at, engage a quantity surveyor. So your architect has done your drawings for you, all your plans, your permits are all in place. The next thing you do is that engage a quantity surveyor, and the quantity surveyor will do these two key things for you. First of all, he will control your budget for you because he is going to prepare your bill of quantities. And after preparation of the bill of quantities, he's going to control your budget for you. So the second thing he's going to do is that he's going to budget the project for you in phases. So let's first of all talk about the first one, that he will control your budget for you. So you are building with, let's say, $100,000. It's plus or minus 10%. Let's say that. The quantity surveyor is able to control this budget so that when you finish, you don't end up spending $150,000. You don't end up spending $120,000 because he's an expert. He's able to control the things you buy, your labor, all those costs. He's able to control with standard practice and industry practice to be able to get a good deals. So that is one thing he will do for you. And then the second thing he's going to do for you is to be able to segment your project for you. So if I say segment, he's able to give you an estimate for each phases. So let's say you have no idea about construction, he's able to tell you that okay, this your foundation will cost this amount, and so if you don't have the money to start everything afresh, he's able to tell you that okay, at this milestone, this is the amount you need, so get that amount. So he's able to budget it in phases for you, and at the end of the day, it's going to be very good for you because at this point I'll run out of budget, and so I would have to slow down and come back. You don't just start something without able to complete it. Be able to streamline the thing that at every milestone you know the cost. So if you're coming in, you are prepared that, okay, I have this money to complete up to this milestone, which is a key thing in construction or project management. And so that's why you need to engage a quantity surveyor. So the third point that I'll talk about under the quantity surveyor is he's able to make sure that your quality assurance is achieved. So he makes sure that everything, all the materials purchased, the things you get them is of a certain quality. That is an assurance you get from them. So he will be able to control your budget for you. He's able to budget the project in phases for you, and you are assured of quality assurance. The third point I would want to talk about is regular communication. So now you've procured the services of a project manager, you've engaged. The next thing is to have a regular communication with all your team members, your artisans on site, your project manager, your quantity surveyor. You can have several ways of being in contact with them. One, video calls, because the video calls will be able to tell you, you will see things on site, you will see things in real times. You can have a WhatsApp group with them. Everything relating to your project is put on the platform. Everybody, every team member is able to follow and know what is happening at the same time. Document sharing. On the WhatsApp page, you can share the same document, or you can create a document sharing with like Google Drive, Dropbox. All those documents are loaded there, so everybody who is on the project is able to go there and look for the document he or he needs to be able to make the project progress. And so you, as a client in your home country, you are in the diaspora, you're also able to go there and check what one at your site in a particular time. And so you have to be in contact with them through regular communication by making video calls with all the stakeholders, also WhatsApp groups, and this helps you to be able to monitor your project in phases. Those times, it was difficult even making a WhatsApp video call. WhatsApp didn't even exist. Now it exists. If an artisan is on your site, you're able to call and know what is happening. So regular communication, that's the third point. Keep in mind that to be able to have an effective project back home, regular communication is a key thing. So the fourth point we'll look at is site visit. Yes, you are not at home, you've traveled. Probably even maybe some of you, documentation will even be a problem traveling back home. But regular visit is very important, because when you are budgeting, put in your flight tickets, that you know that, okay, at every milestone, I would want to visit home and check the progress of work. If that is not possible, get someone you trust, maybe your mom, your dad, someone you trust. Let the person be visiting site for you. Let the person send you pictures to validate everything that is happening on site. So don't just give them the money and expect that things will be done. Then don't just accept pictures from them. You can even hire a security personnel to be monitoring everything for you. You can send a unknowingly to go to the site and take pictures and share with you. And so site visit, add it to your budget. It's either you do it yourself or you do it with someone who is home and you trust the person. Add that item as a budget to your project, so that you don't take that one out. You expect that, oh, in 1 year by the time I get home I'll see my house. No, please factor site visit as a key thing. It's either you do yourself. If you are doing it yourself, you plan that, okay, at every milestone I'm taking a flight home to go and check or to go and inspect my project, which is very important. Viewers, the fifth point we'll talk about is financial management. And under financial management, we are looking at two things. The first one is bank transfers, and the second one is payment milestone. So nowadays, mobile money is even part, so it's all under bank transfer. So use bank transfer for payments, keeping clear records of all transactions. It's very important to take note of that. Also, payment milestones. So tie payments to specific milestones rather than making lump sum payment. This ensures work progresses as agreed before funds are released to contractors or project managers. The sixth point I would want to talk about is technology utilization. And under that, the one key thing I'll talk about is CCTV cameras. So consider installing CCTV camera on site so you monitor activities in real time from location. So nowadays there are CCTV cameras, irrespective of your location, you can monitor what is happening. It's very important you install some on your site so that you're able to monitor the progress of work. If an artisan calls you that, oh, I'm going to work, and he doesn't show up, you know that this artisan is not there. Every day we're able to monitor who comes to your site and who leaves your site, material that gets into your site, material that leaves your site. It's very, very key. It's very key in this, diaspora project management techniques I'm giving. CCTV camera is very, very, very important. I did a project for someone, and then he had a CCTV. So everything that was happening on the site, he was able to know. And at the end of the day, he was so happy that he got that technology. So consider that. You can also use project management tools to also monitor MS project, be able to track your progress. You're able to track everything, tasks, deadline, and progress. It's also another technology you can use. Project management softwares, consider that when you are managing your project from the diaspora. Another point is also to stay connected with local contacts. So family, friends, involve trustworthy family members of our friends who can occasionally visit the site and provide you with honest feedback. Community networks, join online forums or social media groups for Ghanaians in the diaspora where you can share experience and get advice on managing projects remotely. People have done it before. So if you are on platforms, if you associate with people, they'll be able to tell you that, oh, this project is what happened. And so you also know all the techniques. Stay connected with local contacts. Get in contact, maybe a family member you trust, let the person know that A, B, and C is happening on your site. So you should be paying attention to it. So the last point I'll talk about is contingency planning. So every proper management has a contingency plan. In doing that, have a contingency plan in place for any unexpected issues such as delays or changes in material, weather, and all those things. And by following these steps, you can effectively manage your building project in Ghana, irrespective of your location, from afar, ensuring that your investment is protected and that your project meets your expectation. Thank you for watching. See you on the other side. Bye-bye.